Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome back to another day of Praying Through the Darkness. Our topic for today is completely covered. And you know what immediately popped into my mind? Insurance. Yep, completely covered made me think of insurance. And I don't care what, let's just pick one of them. Let's pick health insurance. Wouldn't it be nice if the premiums that we pay in each month completely covered everything? No deductibles, no co-pays, no worrying about if you were going to have enough money to cover whatever the bill is. The insurance paid for everything. Wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, all your drugs that you needed, completely covered, not one penny, just go and pick it up or have it shipped to you. You have to have major surgery? No problem. You go in, the doctors cover, the anesthesiologist, any special treatments, follow-ups, the surgery itself. I mean, it's all covered. Don't have to worry about it. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh my goodness. Dentist, house insurance, you have a fire. No problem. You're completely covered. We'll get it fixed for you. Wouldn't that be awesome? Any insurance that we have to pay premiums on, when we have to file a claim, no pennies out of our pocket. We're completely covered. That's not realistic. It just doesn't happen, does it? But wouldn't it be wonderful if it did? But we are completely covered. Those of us that can claim our rightful place in the family of God. And in fact, David reminds us of that in Psalm 78, verse 38. Amazingly, God, so full of compassion, still forgave them. He covered over their sins with his love, refusing to destroy them all. Over and over, he held back his anger, restraining his wrath to show them mercy. You know, so many times, and I know that you have felt it, and if you were truly honest with yourself, like I'm trying to be right now with you about myself, there have been times when I have come to God and asked for forgiveness. And why in the world he does not blow up at me only speaks of his love and mercy for me. Because I know that there have been times when I've told my children, these are the rules, don't break them. Well, they broke one. What do I do? Well, I'm sorry, you may be better parents than I were, but many times I found myself exploding. You knew. Why did you make the choice to do it? But God doesn't do that when I go to him. He restrains his anger and instead covers me in love and forgiveness. That, folks, is the best insurance policy in the world, because I am completely covered in his love. I am covered in his love for my sins in the past, my sins today, and my sins tomorrow, because he loves me, because he accepted my choice to follow him. He welcomed me into his loving arms, and he says, yes, you are my child once again. I love you. I will always be there for you. See, completely covered. I will be there in your darkest times. Even when you mess up, I will be there. See, completely covered. I don't ever have to worry about, I should not ever worry about being alone, because I'm not. God is there completely covering me in his love, his compassion, his faithfulness to keep his promises to me. So why should I ever doubt that I am worthy of all of that? Because he's already told me I am. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I would not be in this world, because if God, now this is my opinion, folks, if God did not think that I would be worthy, I don't believe he would have created me in the first place. But every single one of us is worthy because God did create us. He created us with a mind, a body. He created us with the knowledge to make a choice. Do we wish to follow Him or do we wish to turn away? Now, of course, He's elated and just filled with joy. I mean, you know He is when we choose to follow Him. Does it break His heart for those that choose not to? I am more than certain that it does. But, like I said, God gave us that wonderful ability of choice. And those of us that have made the choice to follow Him have that wonderful insurance policy of never being forgotten, never being forsaken, never being told that we're not good enough. Because He doesn't. He does not break us down. He does not say, I told you so. He does not blow up at us whenever we've made a choice for a few moments to, do it our way. When we've already been told, when we know our heart is leading us down a different path, but we resist against it for whatever reason and we choose to kind of do our own thing. But when we realize, nope, that wasn't what God wanted, and we come back to Him, He's there waiting on us. And like I said, He doesn't say, I told you so. He says, all right, we're going to move forward from this point. We are going to walk this path together because His love, His faithfulness to us is always there. We are always covered by Him. God, your compassion is a well that will never run dry. You cannot be convinced out of your mercy or talked out of your love for me. You endlessly forgive, so what a wonderful hope I have found in you. You always act in kindness because your heart is infinitely kind. Why would I stop myself from returning to you time and time again when your love is better than life itself? Father, when I consider your limitless love, my mind races with the exceptions that I see in my life. But there are no exclusions, absolutely none, in your love. Help me not to be tempted to disqualify myself because of my mistakes. I find as I submit to your love over and over again that it is sweeter each time. God, what can I say about your love? It is almost incomprehensible that I am completely covered by your compassion every single moment of my life. So why would I hold myself back from you? I won't. Here I am, Lord. Cover me again in your unfailing love. Yes, God covers us again and again and again. No matter what choices we make, we are His. From the moment we said, God, come into my life, through eternity, until we go home and are right there with Him, God covers us in His compassion for us. And I truly hope that you know that you feel it in your soul today. As always, thank you so much for joining me for these daily devotionals that I bring to you from this little blue book that's put out by Broad Street Publishers. There's a link for you down in the description box if you wish to go purchase a copy for yourself or as a gift for someone else. Thank you again so much for being here. Please be sure to hit that little like button down there. Leave me a comment. Let me know, do you know for certain that you are completely covered by His love? If this was your first time here, let me say thank you for sticking in there with us. I hope these words have inspired you, have reassured you that you are loved totally and forever. As well, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Look for the bell with those cute little hugs on the side because it'll always let you know when I upload content, especially if words of inspiration every day is what you're looking for. Don't ever, ever let anyone tell you that you are not worthy of God's love because He is the only one that can make that statement to you. But you know what? You'll never hear those words come from God's lips because you are worthy. You were created by Him. You, therefore, are loved by Him. He's just waiting for you to ask. And remember, folks, I love you too. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.